this is it. Welcome to the warehouse. And today I'm going to show you around and break down how we got it, how much this costs, how much it costs to have a space like this, and what we've done, what we're able to do with the space that we have. So, show you guys around. You've seen it in all the videos, so I thought I'd show you guys a little bit more about what we've got, what we're working with here. And yeah. So first up, as we come in, you've really got to have good lighting, even if you're not filming or doing anything for YouTube or whatever. Good lighting in a warehouse makes a lot of difference. Working at night time, just working even during the daytime with LED lighting is so much better, no matter what you're doing. So, first thing is the LED lights. Just make it look so good. Got the office here. Originally built the office as a bit of a workspace whilst working on another business that I had. Now this is basically just going to be turned into a bit of a separation from the warehouse and what goes on in the warehouse, you know, separation from the workshop, bit of a chill zone. Gonna have a couch in there. I filmed some content in there that you'll see in this very video. Just makes it better. The acoustics are a little bit better, and we'll probably just sit in there and play Halo. So this is my little corner. This is where the XA lives. This is where all the parts, I've got my shelving, all my tools, everything I need for the XA, which is in this little section here. We've got the engine master wall of speed, which you would have seen in that little short video, that little short movie video thing that I did. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna put a little thing right here to go and see that video. But go check that video out. Thanks to the guys at Engine Master and the guys at the Rod Shop for hooking us up. Over here we've got the way that I've done my shelving and racking and whatnot is taking apart a car and putting it back together is literally the worst thing. I hate it. I don't know how many times I've done it. It doesn't get any better. So everything I've taken off, I've labeled in its own individual box. Exhaust hangers, dash cluster, steering box, wiper motor, everything has its own box. So when I'm putting it back on the car, when I'm going back to assembly, all I need to do is go here, rear bumper, grab that box out, and I've got everything I need, everything affiliated with it. It makes it 10 times easier. So I've got all my Milwaukee gear here, all my power tools here, got some more of the parts. These are the parts that are pretty much ready to go back on. The shaker that I refurbed, the dash, this is all dash stuff up here. So it's ABS plastic, so it can get damaged super easy. And once this stuff gets cracked and damaged, you know, you're paying $1,000 for another second-hand one with the current prices. So keep it up there where it can't get damaged. All it can get is dust on it, so that's that. Here's my little workspace, which is literally just shelving that I've added a light to. This is perfect, like just getting a shelf, putting a light on the top rack and having down here. This is an awesome workspace for me. So I can do pretty much all the work I need to do to the Falcon. I can do that right here. I don't need to go to a specific space and do that. So that works out quite well. Going through, I've got, this is temporary. I've got toolboxes and roller cabs all over the shop. So this is just the one here for now. So all my tools are in this drawer. It's all just like spread about. I'm not going to open that because it looks like a mess in there. And I don't want people seeing my mess. But yeah, chemical cabinet here, all the sprays, rust, like I've got like 62 liters of rust preventative stuff. Still won't be enough for this. Welder, steel, this is where we keep the welder. Obviously the welder is in close proximity to the Falcon, because although the Maloo might need to be welded to the hoist because that's how long it's going to be on there for, I'm using the hot metal glue gun a lot recently, getting this, getting the A-pillar, just the A-pillar ready. So, also close to the welder, we've got the welding bench, just a big steel rectangle. So yeah, this is where I made all the stuff you would have seen in a few of the videos where I made the kick panel and some more stuff. So having a good welding bench is just saves you having to try and get a clamp and clamp it onto the actual material itself. I just clamp it on the table and we're good to go. As you can see at the moment, there's a bit going on here. So we're just currently installing, Delvsy's just currently installing the second hoist. I'm not going to say that I've had any part in this because I was away all day yesterday when they were putting it in. We've got the Essential hoists. These guys are locally based in Perth, so we use their hoists. mainly just Ash got one, good price. I think these cost about just over 2 grand, good 2-poster. These are perfect for what we need. They've lifted everything that we need to leave, 4-wheel drives. The Falcon when it was fully loaded and running, so it's like 22 ton. So yeah, so I've gone with them again. So I've got second hoist from them, and we've got a third hoist coming this week. So, you know, I could do an updated video in 1 week's time. We'll have another hoist here. So that my Falcon might need to be turned 90 degrees, and some things moved around here. As you can see, we're moving stuff around. So currently this is a mess. We've got the press is just relocated there. We've got Jack's stands over there and things all over the shop as we sort out where these hoists go. But third hoist will be going right there. So that pretty much increases our car capacity by another, you know, by having 3 hoists increases our car capacity by 3, because we can always put cars underneath whatever car is on the hoist, which is the plan. So this is 250 square meters. The amount that I've already covered in here, and I've only walked halfway through, gives you an understanding of how big 250 square meters is. And I'm going to go through the costs in a second. But we're only really using this side, as you can see. This particular warehouse is drive-through, so there's a roller door over there and a roller door here. So we can drive straight through. Awesome for trailers. We've got the car trailer here hiding behind these. This is the new chemical storage cabinets. That one is absolutely chockers. So we've got these ones to take that load. We've got all our racking over here, which just, as we're moving stuff around, as we're putting in the hoists, we can't really decide where things are gonna go until the hoists are done. So once the hoists are in, that's when most of the stuff can be rearranged. We're gonna be adding another heavy duty racking section on this side. So we can put a lot of this stuff in its rightful place and make this place look a lot cleaner. But until then, things are getting moved around. The car trailer, like I mentioned before, lives here, but we're going to be finding another spot for the car trailer because it takes up way too much space. You know, it's taking up this section, we can't drive through anymore. The car trailer here, it's too awkward. And a dual axle car trailer, anyone that's ever tried to move these things around just by pulling them, it's an absolute pain in the ass. But the trailer will be getting relocated, so it's not in the warehouse and in our way. Ash's VL on the hoist. As you can see, it is a long-time member of the Furniture Car Club. It's on the hoist and even has a car cover on it while it's on the hoist, which means this thing ain't going anywhere for a long time. I think he's just got it on the hoist so he can constantly look at his new suspension parts. But hopefully registered soon, who knows? And by soon I mean 2042. So yeah, stickers, obviously. This hoist has copped a few. It's only, you know, it hasn't been too long, but it's copped a few stickers. So that hoist will need a whole sticker bomb situation going on. You know how much I love my stickers. Sorry, Delzy, you don't have any say in this. I know that's your hoist. It's getting sticky. And then we've got the kitchen, bathroom area, beer fridge, kettle. Make the coffee. Come in, make the coffee, get shit done, and then after 30 minutes of getting shit done, have a beer and reward yourself. Yeah, so that's pretty much the full walkthrough. So yeah, this is 250 square meters. This is what it gets us. As you can tell, we can store quite a lot here. It's between 4 of us. We can have all 4 of our cars here. And yeah, there's a lot we can do. So yeah, what I guess I'll do now is I'll utilize the office and we'll break down the costs. How much does a space like this cost? I get a lot of questions. I know I sound like a makeup tutorial artist or something like that. I get a lot of questions about what I use. I get a lot of questions about how much the space costs. Whether or not we work out of here, is it our job, all that sort of jazz. So we do this part-time. Like, we all have jobs. We come here after work on the weekends and just muck around, play with cars, and I'll go through, we'll break down the costs and come to my office. Okay, so how much does the warehouse actually cost us, and how much would it cost you to get into somewhere like this so you can store your cars, work on them and not have them at home, cluttering the garage and pissing off the missus? When we set out to go and get a warehouse, I couldn't find any information. There was no videos, there was nothing like this that basically said, this is how much it costs, this is what we pay for this warehouse. And so there was nothing really to give us an idea of what we were getting into. And that's what's really prompted me to make this video. So I'm gonna give you guys the exact figures that we have for this space, which is 250 square meters. And hopefully it can help you out if you're thinking of doing the same thing. If you just wanna have a shed to store your cars, if you wanna work on your cars, if you wanna have a place to put a hoist, and do all that cool stuff. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to paint? Are you allowed to set up an office like this one? And all that kind of information. So let's get into it. Okay, so from the beginning, you're gonna need to pay a bond. Just like a normal residential property, you're gonna need to pay a bond, advance rent, and a few other things. So for this warehouse, our bond was $3,000. On top of the bond, we had to pay a month's rent in advance. Now, a month's rent for us is $1,553.75. So you got the bond, the month's rent, a solicitor fee to type up the contract, to copy and paste a contract that they use for everyone else and just change the names. That'll set you back about $1,000. Yeah, $1,000 for a solicitor to copy paste a document and put your name on it. You then pay condition report fee, a fee that's called miscellaneous. It's basically paying for them to go and get coffees whilst doing the contracts and coming and inspecting the building and doing all that sort of stuff. So before we even walk in the door, we're paying, let me just look at these words here and add them all up. $5,923.75 before we even walk in the door. So cool. You pay your $6,000, you've got the keys, red hot. But what does it cost from here? So on a monthly basis, I said the rent was $1,553.75. It's not. Each month when you pay rent, you pay an admin fee, $155.38 for us. For us, that's what the admin fee is. So total rent is $1,709.13. Now you might be thinking, sweet, I can totally afford that. I can split it with me and a few of the boys. We can go out and do it. Stop right there. See, as a tenant in an industrial complex or an industrial property, you pay for everything. What you'll see when looking at warehouses and industrial complexes like this, you'll see outgoings. It'll say this is what the rent is per year plus outgoings. So let's go into the outgoings. The outgoings are charged every 2 months, every 3 months, some every month. First year, they charge it as they come in. In our case, they'll charge them monthly as a rough estimate. And at the end of the 12 months, they'll pay you back the difference or you pay them the difference, whatever it works out being. So for us, we've got to pay council rates. First year, they were coming in every second month and it worked out to be roughly around $550. So to give you an example, one of the highest ones we got was $544.92. And then we also pay water rates, about $262 for us. And then the water bill, which was like $7 for us. So council rates, $544.92. Water rates, $262. And then water bill, $7. So our total outgoings would be $814.93. You pay what's called a land tax. Now we pay that once a year, but it's still something to add on. $643.35 for the land tax. You also pay for inspection fees when they come out and do the inspection, like every now and then. The fee for that for us is $88. And hang on. We pay a gardening fee. Now, I'm not sure what that fee pays because I'm just gonna use my phone and come with me on this journey. So we pay a gardening fee, but I'm not sure what that fee goes towards. So yeah, we pay a gardening fee. So after a year of paying the rates, they basically worked out how much our rates were throughout the year. They divided that by 12, and then they just charged that on top of the rent. So in our second year, we're paying our rent, so $1,553.75. And then the outgoings, which now monthly is $676.24, plus the admin fee, $155.38. So now you can see that rent has suddenly gone from $1,553, which we thought would be totally doable. When we first came to the warehouse, we were like, that's very easy to do. You know, $1,550 between, Ash and I, easy as. But then you start to learn about the outgoings and that sort of jazz. So now our rent has gone from, $1,500 odd up to $2,385.37. So you can see how that's jumped up quite a bit, from 1,500 to 2,300. So yeah, that's how much it costs us to have the Spice Factory. That's how much it costs us to have 250 square meters, which is enough for a fair amount of cars. It's enough for 3-4 of us to have all our project cars here, work on them with the shelving, with the racking, and all that sort of stuff, and still be pretty comfortable. Also, in terms of painting it and building things within the warehouse, we have to ask for permission, but we do have the ability to paint the walls. I can paint this entire place black, pink, purple, whatever color I want, as long as you just ask for permission. I built this little office here. I've had no building experience, so it was pretty handy for me to, I teach myself how to build through YouTube channels, and I built this little office just as a little place to separate from the workshop and come in. Probably gonna hook up an Xbox in here and just the couch and chill out. So that's how much it costs to get a warehouse. So hopefully this video helps you create a goal. If you want to do something like this, hopefully I've given you the information you need to basically set a goal, go out and hopefully start up your own workshop, or it's just have a hobby place instead of cramping up your garage.
I forgot to film an outro. So I guess this is the outro. I only realized this whilst editing the video. I just ended the video and frolicked about. I don't know what I was doing. So if you guys got anything from this video, if this helped you out in any way, shape or form, if it's encouraged you to go out and get a warehouse and do something cool like that, and get some mates together and create something really awesome, share the video, give it a like, subscribe, help us out. Basically, the more subscribers that we have, the cooler stuff that we can have at the Spice Factory, the cooler projects we can do. Hell, I might even put an RB26 in the XA. I might just ditch the 351 and RB swap it. Or I'll LS swap Emma's Mazda 2. Who knows what I'll do? Subscribe and find out. See you later.